Hi, I'm drawing about the book, otherwise known as James Cracknell, and it's been a long day. I think it's only 3 o'clock and it already feels like I'm just done for the day. So, just kinda, for this last one, just sitting back, relaxing, doing a little bit of recording, talking, and just chilling, because I'm already done today. I don't want to do anymore. So pretty much after I've done this, I wish I could stop, but I'm not going to be able to. Because after I finish this, I'm going to be messing around with the stream for a while, see if I can actually get it up and working properly, because I've been having some problems with YouTube lately, and it's just not been working for me. And how I mean by that is every time I go to stream, I stream to Twitch and YouTube's just like, nah, and just doesn't let me stream to it. So for the whole stream, it's just like connecting to YouTube, but it doesn't actually ever connect. Yeah, it's annoying. Yeah, it's really annoying. But I've been really enjoying streaming. It's been a lot of fun, and I've been slowly seeing people more and more interested in it, which I'm loving. It's such a small thing of just like some people commenting or some people talking or some people asking how I am, and it's very small, but it's nice, you know? It's nice to see that response and seeing people enjoy what I'm creating and seeing people enjoy watching me. It might be something I get used to, sure, but right now I'm not used to it and I'm loving every second of it. It makes me so happy that I'm bringing enjoyment to other people, because that's really all I've ever wanted to do with this, is bring enjoyment to other people. That's what the streams really made me realise, because yes, on YouTube I've been able to post videos, and yes, people have seen them, and yes, I've had some comments on them. But when you're streaming, you see that real time. You see how people talk to each other in the chat, and talk to you, and communicate to each other, and it's just a really, really nice thing to see, and it's such a pleasure to see as well. And while I was drawing Natsuki, or at least the second part of it with the stream, doing all the shading and that, some people were really interested in watching the whole stream, which made me so happy. There were so many times before in the last couple of streams where I was streaming and I was maybe getting 1 or 2 views at like random spots during the stream, maybe like for a couple of minutes, then they tune out again. But for the latest stream I've done, which is the Natsuki Part 2, people were really engaged in watching the whole stream, which really surprised me, because that was a 4-hour stream, or almost 5 hours, and people were happy to watch the whole thing. Until the end, because I had a problem at the end of the stream delaying once again, which is a problem which I am wanting to fix, but right now I am unable to. But hopefully in the near future I will be able to fix it, and hopefully that will solve a lot of the problems I am having. But I did understand why people by the end didn't really want to watch, just because there was like a 15-minute to like 30-minute delay in the stream, and it made it very hard to actually watch it, and it made it even harder for people to comment and me to talk back, which wasn't a problem at the start of the stream. And it's something that's really annoying me, because I don't want to just seem like I'm not talking to you guys or just ignoring you, when that's not the case at all. I'm actually wanting to talk to you, and I'm wanting to get your feedback, and I'm wanting to hear what you have to say, but I just can't actually respond unless I type in chat. But if I just type in chat, then I can't actually get the artwork done, and it's a very hard to try and find that balance. But I'll get there. It's just a lot of learning and practicing and slowly getting better, because really I am just taking this as I go. I'm not practicing anything, I'm just seeing where it goes and trying to figure it out as I go along, because I don't actually understand a lot about it. I go into the settings, try and figure out how to fix things, and I'm like, oh, I understand none of these settings, or what any of them mean. So I'm just gonna sit here and look at the screen for 5 minutes to see if I can figure it out. 5 minutes pass, and I'm still sitting at the screen staring, being like, I have no idea what any of this means. But, you know, hopefully in the future, some point, that can all be fixed. But anyway, that's enough about that. On to the actual drawing, which I've been working on, and which the speed art is about. So, Natsuki from Doki Doki Literature Club. One of my favourite characters from the whole game. Like, I don't know, she's just a very interesting character to me, and I feel like it's a shame that she didn't get the ending like other characters did, and I felt like she was a bit ripped off. Of course, like, great, she didn't die like the other characters, but even still, like, that was the point of the game, and I would have liked to see it just to understand more of her character, because that's very much what their deaths led to, was understanding more about them and their life, and Natsuki just felt like she was completely ripped off and just didn't get that, which is a real shame actually, because I would have liked to know more about her and her character. But Doki Doki as a whole is an amazing game. It's a horrific nightmare, like, horror simulator, sure, but it's still a masterpiece in the making. And I know there's been a lot of complaints in the news about how it's made people feel depressed and stuff like that, because you do build up a real connection with these characters, and seeing them lost is, sure, it's really takes a toll on you, surprisingly. But at the same time, that's not what Doki Doki does. It doesn't make you depressed, but in my opinion, and my experience with it, it's actually allowed me to understand it and to, or almost raise my awareness about it. After I finished like watching Doki Doki, because I've never played it myself, I just watched through it, watched a couple of Let's Plays of it, and after I finished it for the first time, I didn't feel depressed, I didn't feel upset or anything. I just made sure my friends were okay. And it raised that awareness for me to make sure that people are okay, because Doki Doki, it deals with real life problems, and when you see those problems and see them happen to those people, it really makes you realise, I never want them to happen. And you then start to actually almost make changes in your life to make sure that doesn't happen. If it's just caring for a friend, making sure they're okay, just anything, just to make sure it doesn't happen. And I think Doki Doki is amazing for being able to do that. In a world where it's very hard to understand what depression is, or how to do about it, or how to care for people, it raises that awareness to look out for it. And I've got to congratulate Doki Doki for that, and Team Savado for doing it as well, because Dan Savado was the mastermind behind it all. So, well done to you. You did a splendid job. But with that, that's the end of the video. I do hope you enjoyed this quick speed art, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.